What's up, everybody? Noah is back here for a brand new review for you guys today. I promised my review for One Night in Miami, and this is what this is. This came out today on Amazon Prime, January 15th. I've been waiting for this day for two very special reasons. WandaVision, which I just watched the first two episodes of, and I put out my review for the first two episodes if you haven't checked that one out yet. Today we got One Night in Miami. One Night in Miami is a fictional account of one incredible night where icons Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, Sam Cooke, and Jim Brown gathered discussing their roles in the civil rights movement and cultural upheaval in the 60s. This movie is a movie that was getting a lot of buzz for Oscars early on. Then it started to slow down a little bit, but there's been one or two constants, maybe three constants that I've heard. I've heard Leslie Odom Jr. as Sam Cooke, director for Regina King, and screenplay. I think that's true. But does that mean this is one of the best movies of 2020? No. I liked a lot more films better than this. I was more entertained. I felt more in other movies. One Night in Miami is not a bad movie by any stretch, but it's just a very disappointing film. This is a movie that mainly has four lead stars. Leslie Odom Jr. as Sam Cooke, Aldis Hodge as Jim Brown, Eli Goree as Cassius Clay or Muhammad Ali, and Kingsley Ben-Adir. This guy played Malcolm X. This is directed by Regina King. I believe this is her very first venture into directing a feature film. She has done episodes of television, and we all know her as an actress from things like The Ant Bully, Daddy Daycare, The Big Bang Theory, Watchmen, If Beale Street Could Talk. I am not a huge fan of this movie. I'm not a huge fan of it. I think that the screenplay is very well written and the acting is great, but the thing is, I just didn't care about the story. Now, I heard that when they were fighting and just having conversations, it's a very intriguing movie. I have to disagree. I didn't find this film intriguing at all. I thought the idea was very interesting, but the execution really missed its mark for me. I didn't care about the story. I cared about a couple people here and there, namely Sam Cooke and Muhammad Ali, but I didn't care about anything in this film. And that's very disheartening for me to say, because this film is going to be emotionally impactful. Now, I am going to say this. This film touches on some things that are still relevant today. Well, as I should say, are still sadly relevant today, and it's going to speak to a lot of people about how poor our society is right now. Because our society is a freaking mess. It is a freaking mess. Society should not be like this right now. We should be nice to everybody, respectful, not even racist in the least bit, but yet we are still in this crazy time right now that 2020 gave us because of idiots. This film tries to go towards that. And I am going to say a couple times when they are arguing, fighting, and talking, it's very intriguing. But for most of the runtime, I was bored. I was playing on my phone. I loved the direction job that Regina King did, and she's very deserving of it. It's just that I didn't really feel anything during the movie. I hardly felt anything. It's a movie that is a little overlong. I thought you could have shaved this film down by about 15, 20 minutes. You can't see that shit. There you go. Now you can see that shit. One Night in Miami is a big disappointment for me, but it's still a decent little film that I can see getting some Oscar nominations, namely for Leslie Odom Jr. As Sam Cooke for Best Supporting Actor, I think Regina King could get in there because there's not a lot of competition this year from what I know. Regina King is very possible, and the screenplay is very possible as well. This is based on a play, and at points you can tell that. But they did a good job. Regina King did a good job of making this feel somewhat cinematic most of the time. This is a film that really let me down, and I hate to say it, I'm going to give One Night in Miami a B-. It's a film that really disappointed me. Now, if you love this film to death, I'm not going to burst your bubble. I'm not going to. This is a very well done film. But the thing is, I just didn't care about the characters all that much. I didn't care about the story. It's just one that missed its mark for me personally. There's my review of One Night in Miami. Stay tuned. I will have a lot of reviews coming your way very, very soon. I have some 2021 stuff that I'm very, very excited about. I actually have some embargoes lifting very, very soon where I can talk about some of the stuff, and I'm still getting 2021 stuff sent to me to review by some studios. And I cannot wait to talk about those when the time comes, when I'm able to say when those are able to come out, what I am getting, and if they're good or not, because I don't even know. I'm still waiting on one or two big screeners that I am waiting. Well, 3. I am waiting on. I told you guys about The Father. Willy's Wonderland comes out in February. That is from Screen Media. You know that I now review for Screen Media, so I'm more than likely going to get to see that. I'm not telling you about another one, but I should be able to see The Father, and I should be able to see Willy's Wonderland with Nicolas Cage, and that trailer just popped up today. It came out today, and I am very, very excited about it. Stay tuned for more videos very, very soon, especially for my 2 brand new Hallmark Channel movie reviews. 2 for the win in the brand new, I believe it's called Jesse Metcalf, no, Ships in the Night, A Martha Vineyards Mystery. Stay tuned for those videos very, very soon. I will see you guys next time.